record. I am recording.
Yes.
What was it?
Look at that. I'm wearing a CrossFit West Wahoo shirt. That was unplanned.
I was going to wear the my Diablo shirt, but then I thought my game shirt. What the fuck you wearing, Ben? What are you even doing?
I have no idea. I think this was in a game.
He doesn't have any of it.
No, I worked out and then I just changed my shirt because it was wet.
Where the hell is...
Ben found out 15 minutes before he came here.
Well, I was coming here.
I give it that.
We were doing this.
True. I can't find where...
I'm here for the booze, bro. Oh, wait. I'm not
There you
here.
go.
Yeah. But put our water in fancy glasses.
Video settings? Is that where it is?
I thought you clicked on me and then the little 3 dots beside me.
Oh, I click on you?
So if you put your mouse over me, and then there's 3 little dots.
Oh, yeah.
And you click those 3 little dots, so it'll be somewhere.
You're good to go, buddy.
There we go. I mean, it's almost like we've done this before.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing it on a MacBook, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm kind of learning as I go.
A lot different.
All right. Well, hi. I'm Paul. You're Bryce.
I'm Bryce.
And I'm
this is Ben.
Hey.
It's Ben. What's up, guys? How we doing today?
Yeah, it's a good day. It's a good day.
Not too shabby, buddy.
We're on the long distance COVID shit. Yeah.
We're back to COVID Zoom podcasts.
Yep.
Which in reality, we're not even opposed to hanging out with each other. It's just more convenient at the moment.
Yeah. So we haven't done shit for podcasts in about basically a month and a half, right?
Has it been that long?
Well, no, but I think we did one in the last 2 months. So
okay.
So basically the last time I was on the show.
We've done one since then.
I think we did it.
That's probably true. One since then.
Yeah, one at the gym. So we haven't done much because we've been nothing's been going on in CrossFit. All they do is keep changing what the games are. So every podcast has been what we think is happening with the games, and really we have no idea. So kind of waited till we had a little bit more information. And with that, the games start in 2 days. Yeah.
The online games.
So nothing like waiting for the last minute to do a podcast about the games.
Let's back up a little bit. What's going on in the world of CrossFit in CrossFit West Wahoo world?
Oh, we're locked down. Absolutely nothing. We are 2 weeks into a now 4-week lockdown minimum.
Yeah.
That's it. And we haven't had a single class, and that's about it. Yeah, nothing.
So have you been programming for at-home programming for people, and you didn't let out gear this time, right?
No gear, because it was only supposed to be 2 weeks. That's now turned into 4 weeks. And so next a week from this Friday, I think we can open again, supposedly.
Okay.
So what do we have? What's that? 9 days, something like that.
Yeah.
So
Fingers crossed.
No reason to open or to give out gear, really, because it takes me a week and a half to get it back. So what we did, we just did put a workout up. If you have, with multiple tracks, if you have gear, you guys have full home gyms, whatever it is you guys could do.
A little bit of stuff.
If you don't have full gear, if you just have a dumbbells and kettlebells, there's a kettlebell version of the same wad, and then there's a kind of scaled version of the wad. Of if you have a full gym, but maybe you're not, maybe you're not Paul, can't hammer him out like a champ. Maybe you're Ben. What? No, come on.
Oh, and if anybody's watching this on YouTube and I'm looking over that way, it's because Ben is actually right there.
There he is.
But we're 6 feet apart.
Totally 6 feet apart.
I tend to look over there, and I realized just now that they don't know that Ben is sitting right there.
And if I'm looking over there, there's absolutely no reason. So,
and if people are wondering why they say you're Tommy King, I don't know either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because your screen shows you as Tommy King.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm on her computer. What was I saying? So yeah, and then there's a scaled version, and then there's a body weight version. So,
So there's something for everybody.
And then I'm also programming what I'm actually doing. So whatever I did today, I usually put on for tomorrow. It's kind of, it's like what's Rich doing? It's what's Bryce doing? There you go. So, and I've been putting on like running also, like extra running stuff for people. Not that anybody wants to run more, but whatever.
No, that's a really good. That sounds like you're touching all the bases, so that's awesome.
Yeah, at least give somebody something to do, right?
There you go.
And then we're gonna run these CrossFit Games WODs when they come out. So I'm not sure.
Okay.
So yeah, if we want to get into that, so we didn't.
Yeah, so let's dig into that. So we know that it's going to be 2 days, 4 time blocks.
Yeah, let me put that up here. Here we go. There you go.
So we got Friday. Well, we got pre tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm hoping during that pre thing, maybe they're going to release all the workouts. I don't know.
And by tomorrow, I mean Thursday.
Yes, correct.
It's not tomorrow.
That's definitely not tomorrow.
No, it's Tuesday.
So Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific? Yes, Pacific. And then Friday at noon, they got something going on. And then at nighttime, they got something going on.
So
let's talk about that first.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on at these different times.
Yeah, it could be 2 different training sessions. So maybe they're doing half in the morning,
workout A and workout B.
Which I could definitely see that happening. That seems normal.
I think it's likely.
I think that's the more logical reasoning behind it.
It's also possible, though, that they're doing it based on time zone. So this half of the world does it at one time, and that half does the other.
Yeah, and that everybody's going to be able to watch them, maybe. Like they're all going to, let's say half of them are on at noon, half of them are on at 6, which would give us something to watch. They also said there's going to be a show every day. They're going to do their old school, like the open show or whatever. I don't know.
Maybe they'll get rid of their entire media team.
Yeah. I'm sure they'd come back, though. Who knows? You pay them enough,
Maybe it'll be the Eric Rosa show.
Oh,
there you go.
That'd be good, yeah. So we don't really know.
Nobody knows. He might be a terrible public speaker. Just because he's rich doesn't mean he's a good speaker.
That's true. We really don't know much. All we know is what they've posted, and this is one of the few things. But what we do know from today, Dave put up this one, which is he says this will be the games, the online games. So you've got 4 named WODs and 3 mono, gymnastic, and weightlifting WODs, right? So pretty standard CrossFit right there, yeah?
Yeah, pretty standard.
How do you know what W stands for?
Women, men, and guys.
Wicked awesome.
So let's talk a little bit about what these might be. So obviously this is not Fran, Nancy, Diane, Annie. It is. They've got some extras on there. So what do we think those mean? Paul, what do you think?
Well, Fran is a CrossFit staple. It makes sense that they would put that into the online thing.
Well, yeah, they've been pushing Fran a lot lately too. If we look at all the stuff Dave's been posting, so a lot of Fran action. I could have guessed that one.
21:15, 9 thrusters and pull-ups. It's one of the worst workouts of all of them because it takes everything you have in sub 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But
so what's friendly?
There's no way they're going to have them do a normal Fran. Not a chance.
No, not a chance.
So their options are they could do like double Fran, or like a pyramid Fran where they start 21:15, 9, and then they have to do 9:15, 21.
What's your guess?
They could do something like that. I think those do heavy of chest to bars. My guess is Fran weight 135 and it's chest to bars instead of pull-ups. That's my guess.
That does not sound friendly, sir. What about you, Ben? What do you got?
I think that's a good guess, but something they've done in the past is they've done like that Fantasyland thing where they do 21:59 thrusters, pull-ups, then do another set with heavier thrusters and chest to bar, and then heavier thrusters and then bar muscle-ups.
Yeah, but
could be an option.
That was a fucking team WOD, man. You can't do that to people. Jesus.
I mean, hey, man, it's the CrossFit Games, buddy.
If it's the top 30 people in the world, they can handle it. So Castro is not going to be friendly.
No, that Fantasyland thing too. It could be. I've seen it done as a singles where 21 is the regular Fran, then the 15 is the heavy Fran with the chest to bar, and then the 9 is the super heavy with muscle ups. Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with thrusters, maybe heavier thrusters, and burpee pull up, chest to bar. No, burpee muscle up. How miserable would that be?
Burpee muscle ups.
The burpee muscle up number would be a little lower though, 15, 12, 9 maybe.
Bear in mind, they have designed this whole thing though to work in a garage gym.
True, but they have to have a pull-up bar.
They have to, and they have to have
No
a place to
ring.
run too. Is one of the things that they required.
I think that's pretty reasonable. Nobody's doing this at their house.
No.
No.
It's going to be in a gym, so I think it's pretty reasonable to expect them to be able to do a bar muscle up, especially when they don't have any rings. There's no rings, so you got to put some sort of muscle up. I think. I don't know. That's
I can see that.
And burpees are friendly. You know, you look at it. It's not like 100.
I could also see them just adding more sets. So they might start with 29, 21, 15, 9, 6, 3.
Yeah.
Just to add volume.
And stuff they've done in the past is they've done like regional Nate, and they added reps to it, right? I think is what they did, or they added more. So maybe like a 20 or a 42, 30, 18. I don't know.
Yeah. That they could do a lot with that one. So that one's tough.
But I would say there's zero chance they're doing 95-pound thrusters.
Yeah.
Because they're just not heavy enough for them now.
At the worst, or at the easiest, it'll be like 135 pounds with chest to bar pull-ups, and they'll still do it in 2 minutes just to make everybody look like a dick, right?
And that's kind of what I think they might do, except that if there's only 4 workouts plus the 3 monostretchable pieces, they kind of got to make them brutal.
Yeah.
But then again, if you did Fran with chest to bars on 135, competing against the top 30 people in the world,
it's brutal.
You will kill yourself. You won't have anything left.
Yeah, because there are 7 workouts, so you're gonna hit different. Like Nancy's a longer one. Diane and Fran are super short. Annie is that's pretty short too. But so
unless I'm doing it, then it's like 10 minutes or so.
So what about Diane? Let's talk about that one.
It's definitely going to be deficit handstands, deficit strict handstands, because it's easy to judge them.
And definitely a heavy deadlift. It's not going to be a 225, maybe 315.
Yep, I think so.
So that'd be my guess. It's going to be like a 6-inch deficit.
I think what's the open wad? 18.4? Was it 18.4?
So Diane, and then 315 deadlifts and handstand walks.
Yeah. So let's just say these guys have no reason to be touching 225 pounds on a bar. So you start at
315.
So you run that same wad. I like your deficit. I do like that deficit idea.
I agree.
I think it's almost definite.
Yeah, starting with the 315, and then once they finish your regular Diane, they go to the handstand walk thing. Remember that one, Ben?
Oh, how could I forget, buddy?
So I wish we could cut in right here and show everybody Ben's
that just going
over. It'd be beautiful.
I'll post it on Instagram.
There you go. We'll put
Why don't you put it on your Facebook account?
Oh, no Facebook.
We'll put a link in that. But yeah, so you go from the 315, and same thing. Throw a couple of wheels on 405 for the second half.
I think that's realistic.
Yeah.
And then adding some handstand walking.
Yeah.
I can see that.
That'd be pretty badass. Or you do 315 with regular handstands, and then you go up to the 405 with your deficit. That could work.
Or do regular handstand push-ups, and just to fuck Jacob Hetner, just put the line and make it the old school measure.
Yeah. And the only reason I like the handstand push-up and deficit handstand push-up is because the gymnastic one that's later, I almost guarantee it's going to be a handstand walk. So, all right. So that's your Diane. So I like those ideas. I really like the deficit. How about Nasty Nancy Nancy. We've seen Naughty Nancy, right, where they run up the berm at the games.
Right.
And was that extra weight or that was normal weight? It just had that annoying berm. And
I think it just had the annoying berm.
Yeah. So how are you going to make Nancy nasty? It's already 5 rounds. So this is definitely going to be their long one, right? They're going to stretch this out to about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So if it's just running and overhead squats, the squat has to be heavier.
Yes, absolutely.
They're not going to have them put 95 in anything.
Has to be 135.
Or more.
Or more, yeah.
You could easily do 185 here.
Yeah. That's
I don't think it could be much more than that and still be reasonable.
Yeah. It would
and make the run longer, maybe?
So here's the thing.
That's boring.
It is boring. But so is marathon rowing.
The weight, the equipment list, one of them was a spot to do a 300-meter run. So 300 out, 300 back. So but also they have to have a measuring device. So you could obviously turn it into whatever number you want, 200 out, 200 back. One thing I like, or Tommy had mentioned this one, was have a increasing run. So maybe you're 150 out, 150 back, 300 out, 300 back. You just kind of keep going up on it. That would be an interesting one.
Yeah.
But I really don't know. Besides adding weight, I'm not sure how you change it without adding equipment,
Right.
And movement.
And then it takes away from being Nancy at that point.
Right. The whole point of using the named WODs is to
keep it similar.
Make them harder, way harder, where we wouldn't even want to try it, and then annihilating our regular time, right?
Exactly.
So that you're like, oh shit, all right. Yeah.
They could double it. Just 10 rounds for time.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
That would be pretty bad.
Oh, that would be horrible.
It'd be a brutal experience to have to do Nancy twice in a row.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that. That'd be fucking awful.
So at 135, but doubled.
Good.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. What is that?
And that wouldn't seem that unreasonable to them.
No.
My God, man, what is that? That's 15 already. It's 75 reps of overhead squats. You're going to double that to a 150 at 135. Good luck. Although I guess there's that WOD Bowl, right? That's got 100 overhead squats at 135 and shit.
That's true.
So,
and we've all done that.
Yeah, these are the 30 fittest in the world. They can handle it.
Absolutely. All right, last one of the ladies, Annie. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 doubles and ab mat sit-ups. I think this is an easy one.
100% GHD sit-ups, because that was one of the things.
That is on the list, yep.
And then heavy rope.
Oh, exactly. Because
was heavy rope part of the list?
No.
RX will send them out. They don't care.
Everybody is getting a level or a certified staff member coming out to judge them.
Yeah.
That person's got the rope. Easy.
Yeah. Like RX would sponsor it or Rogue's version of it. Like whatever. Someone would give them a rope. That's not
it's only 60 ropes. So what the hell?
Yeah, that's not that big a deal.
Or
just double it. Do 100 doubles, 80, 60, blah 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 blah.
Could do
but
that.
Not with a heavy rope.
Yeah. I like the heavy rope.
I think it's more realistic for the heavy rope.
And they've been liking the heavy rope.
Yeah.
Drag rope would be intense as fuck.
I did it with I did Flight Simulator with the drag rope. That was fucking miserable.
That would be bad.
But it's doable, and these guys could do it easy. I have no argument.
Yeah.
So. All right, so the other guys on here, weightlifting, gymnastics, monostructural. We have maybe singlets, maybe not singlets, right? What do you guys think our weightlifting is? Now, I want to point out the Instagram page of the games. Here we have a couple of days ago, Brooke hitting the old snatch, right?
Yeah. Matt Fraser at 315.
Snatching.
Yep. Boom. Jesus.
I'm pretty sure she has beat all of our PRs.
Probably. That was probably
like legit.
I know he did. This was a few years ago, yeah.
That's an old one. He doesn't have his chest piece.
But look how happy he is about it.
That's 315. He doesn't even have his fucking shoes tied, that motherfucker. So
And what's Lauren Fisher doing there on the bottom right?
Clean
She's
and
snatching
jerk.
as well?
No,
Oh, okay.
I think it's a clean and jerk ladder or something like that.
Okay.
But I think it's definitely going to be a match.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially when you're doing it the same day as Fran and Diane. To do a heavy clean or a heavy jerk would be
after just doing all those thrusters, it's just too monotonous.
It'd be kind of redundant, and it wouldn't be very exciting because they wouldn't put up they'd put up good numbers, but they wouldn't be shooting their best.
Right.
And they haven't been posting snatch videos, so yeah.
Yeah. I think that's realistic.
I can see that. And then monostructural, I think Assault is sponsoring the whole pick your 5 thing, and they're giving an Assault runner to the winner of that. So I think they're giving Assault runners to all top 60, and they're going to have to do a marathon run on an Assault runner.
No.
Yeah.
They would have never told them to be able. They'd have never told them to be able to run 300 meters. I don't know. Maybe. Fuck, maybe.
Well, that's for a different one.
Yeah, and then maybe they just told them not to throw them off the scent. I don't know. I think it's a row because they told them to have a concept 2 rower.
And a marathon row has been done, though. That's the reason why I don't like it.
And that's why you do it again. All right, here's why I like it. What is the most miserable thing to do by yourself in a room? Probably a marathon, anything. But a marathon row would be pretty miserable by yourself.
I think a marathon run on the Assault runner would be worse.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not doubting
I
that.
agree. That would be worse. However,
a marathon on the Assault bike. For time. Go.
Yeah, and they have done the marathon row before in the past, but then back-to-back years they did Murph back-to-back, and they did DT back-to-back. One was heavy and one was so.
It also
it's not unrealistic.
It gives a way to compare year to year, and then compare are they getting after it on their own in their gym,
Yeah.
Kind of gives them a way to judge it. So I don't know. I like that. I like the marathon row. Also, because I don't see a rower in here otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why tell them to get a rower? There's no,
But you don't want to tell them what they're going to do.
Yeah, I know. But they're not doing Nate because there's no kettlebells. They're not doing anything with dumbbells. I don't know. When they all could have had a dumbbell and a kettlebell.
I still think Thursday they can come up with anything they want because they're going to do the pre-show thing. They'll be like, oh, by the way, everybody, you have a brand new fill in the blank sitting at your door.
They could come with a,
I think the marathon of the Assault runner is likely because they're trying to sell the Assault runners. So Assault would push for that.
That's possible.
Or
how about
a marathon bike on the Concept 2 bike.
I like it. Here's the worst prize ever. Here's an Assault bike. You're gonna fucking do a marathon on an Assault bike. I'd be like, fuck you, take the thing out of here. It didn't come.
Yeah, you don't want it.
Yeah.
Not interested.
No, I don't want it. I'm out.
But yeah, I can see that. And then
I can't see them shipping anything large out because with shipping nowadays,
it's so
I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, but they have to ship them all over the world too.
it's 60.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah, dude, I can barely get a fucking thing off Amazon at this point, and they're better than everybody. So.
Yeah, but that's the credit card problem.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Declined. All right,
okay, so now we got gymnastics, potentially.
Okay, bear in mind this is the last thing they posted. I think we're looking at some sort of handstand walking because everything else is boring. Gymnastics.
I like that picture.
Great picture.
What do you think?
Yeah, handstand walking, but that's a tough one because all of these guys can walk in their garage, no big deal. So they are not getting them to have parallel bars and obstacles.
However, they have piles of plates, right? They could set that up in whatever kind of iteration.
I agree.
If you had
think that at the games level, they want it to be like something kind of crazy they've never done before.
Yeah,
and like you look at someone like Vellner who's good on his hands. Well, it becomes kind of stupid.
But here's my issue. So then, what do you do gymnastics wise?
Maybe that's where the 300 meters each way comes in. 600-meter handstand walk.
Jeez.
Wear your gloves.
Yeah, bloody hands for sure.
That's possible. That's
It
really
could be,
possible.
right?
That's absolutely possible.
So 600-meter sprint on your hands.
You don't need your hands to do any.
No. Well, and then too the other thing too is like once again if it's winter somewhere on the other side of the world, right? So it's
Not
cold in
Dave's
Iceland.
Fucking problem.
I'd rather handstand walk than run. Although if it's hot, fuck, you're screwed. I don't know. Yeah, that's tough. I think it's going to be something like a 30-meter handstand walk, and then let's throw in pistols, something like that, where you have a minute to walk 30 meters, and we'll put stuff. We'll put piles of plates. You got to walk over them.
Make it kind of obstacle course-ish.
Yeah,
like you have to zigzag stuff and
go over something and then come back. So maybe 15 meters out, 15 meters back. You have a minute, and in the rest of the minute, you do as many pistols as you can and make them do it until nobody's left or something like that. You know what I mean? For
30 bar muscle-ups per time?
Could be that too. Could be.
They've done 30 ring muscle-ups per time.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
30 bar.
There's that. You could do something like what the hell is it? The total bar pull-up muscle-up.
Oh yeah.
Do some
30 of those per time.
Some retarded number of those. Yeah. So
I think that gymnastics one is something we've kind of. Everything else we've had a good general idea, but the gymnastic one I think is kind of up in the air.
I mean, it could be anything.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
And I mean, all of them could be anything, but this one I think.
Yeah, so this is kind of what
that one's going to be the most surprising one.
Those are ones I kind of came up with that I just talked about, but
yeah,
trying to make little things. So that would mean like this is day one, Fran, Snatch, Diane, and you might actually have the marathon row in there too, which would probably make more sense. Beat the crap out of them on day one,
and see if I can hold it together for day two.
Yeah, exactly. And all the weightlifting crushes you to see how you're going to recover the next day too. And then
we've also learned in the past that Dave Castro's clues don't make sense.
No.
So Dave Castro writing all that out doesn't necessarily mean that that's relevant.
Well, he said it was the games. That was the game. That's what it was going to be. But he could be bullshitting too.
Well, I'm sure in some way, shape, or form, he'll justify why that is what he was talking about.
True.
And prior to us coming on the video, I was telling Paul too that Ricky Garage, speaking of, had posted what his thoughts were on this whole thing. And Castro actually commented on his thing saying that he was really close on one of them. So maybe one of them was good. And I think it's probably that Annie one because the GHDs, right?
So just heavy rope and GHD, if we guess?
He GHD and then double the amount for the without the heavy rope.
I think heavy rope's almost guaranteed.
I think that's realistic.
They did them at Wadapalooza, right?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely like the doubling up the number too, because that's nothing for those guys. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, they did. They gave us heavy ropes at a competition Bryce and I did in California.
Yeah. 100.
The Rogue one is the one that they most recently did the heavy rope. And I did that WOD with the heavy rope, and it was devastating. Like, I don't understand how those guys could have possibly done so well at it, because it was, like, it ruined me for days. Just the jump rope part was enough to ruin me for days.
They've got to be practicing them. I mean, that's at this point, it's pretty standard at the games. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think a lot of possibilities there that we talked about. I think definitely if day 2 doesn't have whatever let's say it's a marathon row, if that's in day 1, you definitely have to drag Nancy or something out. You got to drag them all out. They got to be a lot harder on day 2, you know. But again, that might not be in any order. That might not be.
Yeah.
Very true.
Who the fuck knows, you know?
Or it could be a WOD that has a W, a G, and an M in it.
Yes.
Also true.
Just because you put them all separate on the page doesn't mean shit, right?
Right.
Very, very true.
Yeah. No, absolutely. You never know.
So, I guess we'll see.
Good options, though. I think it'd be good to do named workouts. I like that. Going back to the roots, you know.
Kind of cool.
They kind of get away from that a little bit. I would like to see a little more GPP in there, but there's no the equipment problem is obviously kind of big. So, but yeah.
And then October, what is the next part? I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't think they announced.
Middle-ish.
Yeah, I think they said like 4 to 5 weeks
Eric
later.
announced it.
Oh, they did. Okay. Yeah.
Eric announced it maybe a month ago. The online and the other thing.
Oh, okay.
I screenshotted it and sent it to you actually.
Oh, you did.
But I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll look right now.
But yeah, Eric did announce that that's going to happen. I'm assuming it's going to be at the ranch. It's just the top 5 of each.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what that looks like too. That's going to be crazy.
It'll
Yeah.
be at the ranch and the ocean.
Yeah.
Because it says.
Oh, they did say that they're going to do the ocean for the top 5?
It just says that it will be televised in-person finales, which just means the final, or finals will be. Yeah, so probably the whole thing. Finals will be held in Northern California, October 19th to 25th.
Okay.
So because it says Northern California, it doesn't mean just the ranch.
Just the ranch,
they're gonna
right?
Probably do is Camp Pendleton in Northern California? They're gonna maybe go there again.
San Diego-ish, maybe? I'm not positive.
I believe it's pronounced San Diego.
It means whale's vagina.
No one knows what it means. Yeah. What else? That's
So
it.
damn hot. Don't go to bed, Joyce.
That all starts Thursday.
Yeah. It'll be good to see. I mean, at least they're having a season.
At least they're trying.
Yeah, they're trying.
And I think the only thing I feel they should have, when they decided to do online, they should have brought the international competitors back and let them play. Except that's a lot of videos.
Well, you look at
a lot of videos.
Emily got her spot taken, Emily Rolfe.
Yeah.
So she had a spot from Wadapalooza, and then she lost it because somebody else lost their spot somewhere else, and then that backfilled, and she got out.
Yeah, Sean Sweeney too. He's not in this year either because he was in and he got booted. Yeah.
Nobody likes that guy anyway. Fuck him.
But yeah, it sucks when some of these people that really do deserve to be there and had seats have lost them. But then I guess that happened to everybody who's not in the top 30.
Yeah. So Matt and Tia don't win. Are we gonna say, oh yeah, well it's because of the online thing, or what do you guys think about that?
Not at all, because they had just the same amount of chance to beat the person that beats their ass.
Fair enough.
They did the same stuff.
So predictions then.
Yeah, top 5, Bryce. You go first. Top 5 boys. Talk about the boys first. That's where everyone's watching anyway.
Frazier, I didn't know who was in it. No, Frazier, probably Zellner. Damn, I forgot who I was picking. Man, I don't know if Bukowski makes it. I don't want Noah to make it. Oh, BKG.
Almost BKG for sure.
BKG for sure. And that fucking guy from Russia or Poland.
Oh, he'll get out before it all starts. Don't even worry about that.
Yeah, buddy.
They will eliminate him afterwards. Roman Krenikov, is that his name?
Krenikov, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's one.
So my top 5, I think Fellner's going to take it.
Ooh,
Because
bold
go
move.
Canada.
Give up with
I
the
think
Canada shit.
I think Matt's going to be a real close second. I think that Noah's going to be a little bit of a distant third.
Really? You
BKG's
think
going to
Noah's
come
gonna
in
be third?
4th.
Okay.
No,
And then
almost
I-
won last year, bro.
Yeah, he's a
I know.
pussy.
He's too busy about bullshit and to train.
And then I think BKG's behind him. And then I think Fikowski sneaks in there.
2 Canadians, huh?
That's-
Or 3 if you want to call Matt.
Yeah, you can't. Matt's Canadian too. His parents are both Canadian. He's a fucking Canadian.
Paul claimed him Canadian a long time ago.
Absolutely. If you're born in Canada and your parents are both Canadian, you're Canadian.
All right, so I'm going to go. Matt's going to take his 5th. I think he's going to win.
I didn't say he's not going to win the games, just not this
So you're really going out there, huh?
Oh, we're going.
We're just doing this
This
weekend.
is qualifier.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Who
the
goes to the game?
qualifier.
Finals.
So I'm going to go Matt, BKG, Valner, definitely Noah, and I'm going to throw Chandler Smith in there, bro.
Chandler Smith's going to take 5th.
Yeah, he's going to squeak in there, and he's going
Cracked the
to
road
beat there.
thing. But,
Yeah, he did.
Yeah?
That guy's strong as shit.
He is super strong.
He's like ridiculously strong.
There's a lot of not strength.
He moves like
in
shit,
there,
though.
So we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Like,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
girls' wads are not great for guys like him.
No.
Yeah.
Unless they add a
Which-
shit ton of
which-
weight. So we'll see.
Yeah.
And they might. They might make it really heavy. Okay, now let's try to think about the other side of it. Stop thinking about the bums and think about their actual performance.
Yeah. So Tia,
I'm going to go with Tia. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sarah,
Okay?
because she wins the Open, but she crushes the Open.
Yeah.
You also have to look at that.
She does.
This is not in person. Who crushes that shit, right? So
Yeah.
if Kara Saunders comes in Kara Saunders shape, Kara Saunders easy.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that happens, obviously.
I don't know either, man.
But I'll go with it. I like her. And then, man, that's tough. From there, let me just see who won the Open. I know who won the
Patrick Vellner.
Open. That's Fellner. That's right.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
exactly what came up.
No, Sarah won the Open.
Yeah. I don't know. Christy or Ramo, I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. I have no idea. Outside of that, I don't know. I really don't have
So I think
any
it's going to
guess.
be Tia first.
Tia first.
I think it's going to be Sarah second.
Sarah second.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be Kara
it's gonna be
Saunders
Kara
third.
Saunders third.
100%.
Kara Saunders. I think, actually, that's not true.
That's not true.
I think Jamie not Green
But Jamie Green,
Simmons.
yeah.
is going to be
It's gonna
third.
be
Simmons.
And then I think Saunders is coming after that. And then I think that Haley Adams fifth place.
Fifth place.
She's been training with Rich.
Rich.
I feel like she's
I
going
feel
to
like
pull
she's
it
gonna
out.
pull it out.
She was top
She
five
was-
last
She was
year.
top five last
Top
year.
5 last year. Yeah, she was. Snuck in there.
And she's been training her ass off for a year, and she's finally getting her adult muscles. Like legit.
Yeah.
If she just misses it, I think she gets second.
All right, I'm gonna go Tia. No order here, but I'm gonna go
Okay.
Tia, Jamie, Carrie Pierce, because she's
That's the other one I was trying to
gymnasticy,
think of. Yeah.
and these are all kind
Crush
of
the girl.
right in her-
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Remember
She
her
did
Mary
last
last
year.
year?
Remember, she did strict handstand push-ups the whole time, beat guys and girls.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
I'm gonna go Sarah because I agree with you. She does well on the online stuff. And then the last one.
How about Kristen Holte? She's been crushing.
She has.
Always does.
And she was the second fittest woman in the world last year.
Yeah.
So.
And she's really friendly.
Yeah, she's very nice. I'll go Kristen Holta. Yeah.
There you go. I like that.
But I don't.
Sam Briggs.
Oh, yes, Sam. I take Kristen Holta out. Sam Briggs.
That would be
She
great.
has an engine, and
Yeah.
she could
You
just
never know with her,
yeah,
especially if
probably-
there's something like a marathon row or a marathon.
anything.
Marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really only has the one weakness would be the whatever the weightlifting's going to be.
Oh, and
yeah.
her body breaks all the time.
I mean, she's 73, so there's that.
Oh, who's the girl from East Canada that actually made it? Oh,
What the fuck is that? Is that a country? East Canada?
I'm not sure what's gonna happen for Ben here. I think we can't hear him anymore, but his phone just died.
My phone's dead.
And so, for all
I
you
can still hear
listening, you cannot hear Ben. You can see Ben if you were
I can hear
watching.
him. I'll kick him out.
But yeah, that's okay. I can't plug you in.
yeah.
There's only one outlet there. Oh, you can.
I can hear him.
Whatever. We're basically done anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see. It should be an exciting weekend for that.
Yeah,
and-
absolutely.
I think the live one's actually be exciting, and I bet they'll have the best viewership they've ever had because everyone's at home.
Oh,
Except
yeah.
that's not
it's gonna be
true.
huge.
That's only the case in Hawaii,
Hawaii.
and the rest
We're
of
stupid.
America is like, oh, we're normal now.
Yeah. 100%, buddy. So, let's see. What's our
So do we
next
have
show
any
we're gonna
shout outs for people from CrossFit West Oahu? Anybody doing anything exciting or interesting in the last little bit?
We started working on we started on a new project. It's going to be how many people does it take to beat Matt Frazier? And we're going to do wods that we have his time on and maybe his performance. And we're going to see how many people, like, let's say if you took, well, here's a horrible one would be that guy that you guys saw that 148 Fran, right? Or whatever it was, 147 Fran that guy put up. Okay. The three of us together couldn't beat that guy, right? Because he has no transition. We'd transition because we'd be switching back and forth. Maybe we might be able to beat him. But the more people you add into Fran, your time goes downhill, right? However, the longer WOD, you're adding fresh people, right? So maybe you could beat Matt Frazier. So we did a couple of them. So I'm going to try to get those out during maybe this week or, around games time so that we, now that there's people are looking at CrossFit stuff again.
So
That'll be a fun one.
that's an interesting thought. So, like, let's say Ben and I together,
Yeah.
you
Well,
were doing thrusters because you're faster, and I was doing
Right.
pull-ups because even though you're faster there, I'm not that
He'd
bad.
kill you. Yeah, Frazier'd kill you too, right?
I don't know, because Ben would be able to go fast as shit and unbroken, and the second he drops the barbell, as soon as it touches the ground, I can do my pull-ups.
Well, guess what, gentlemen? We're gonna figure that out. You guys are in for Fran.
I'll live to do the pull-ups. I'm in.
So we
I have no clue what you guys are saying, so
I'll do 21-15-9 pull-ups all day if Ben has to do 21-15-9 thrusters.
So we started with the standard. That's the 30. What is it? 30 clean jerks. It's Grace. 30 muscle ups. 30 snatches. So we started with that with varying numbers of people. So anyway, that's something we're gonna do.
Okay.
That's coming out soon, and then.
Ben's gonna actually have to listen to this podcast, so he just finds out what happened.
Yeah. He's gonna have to listen to the last 5 minutes, and then
He doesn't know that you've actually been talking shit about him the entire
I know the
time.
entire time.
And I'm just staying quiet so he doesn't know.
Look at this. You guys are less than 6 feet apart right now. I'm calling right now. I'm calling the
This is
Hawaii.
a widescreen camera.
I'm calling
We're
the
really
Hawaii.
far. I got like
Snitch
the
hotline.
fisheye on.
yeah, like we're so far apart. Like I can't even touch him. I'm not even close. Look.
For people that don't know, Hawaii has a snitch hotline, and people actually call it on their neighbors because there's a lot of aloha here. What else we got? I got a project of a piece of equipment build I'm gonna do, so maybe I'll do a video of that.
A piece of equipment build.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of modify something to kind of be like a skier, not a rower, but it won't have a counter on it, but we'll see. We'll see how it works.
Okay. When are you gonna build the monkey bars? You've had all this time.
If it doesn't work, I'll never post it. I tried building the monkey bars. It
Oh,
was
that didn't work?
it was a disaster.
Oh.
Yeah, it was insane. I couldn't get them to ratchet up. not the way I had it going anyway. But I did try.
Bryce
It was
couldn't
out,
figure out the monkey bars.
Yeah, it was out for a couple days, but I
Okay.
just gave up on it because
Fair
I
enough.
was like I'm wasting too much time on this, so I'll abandon it for now. There's something else we'll figure it out. Anyway. Oh, I do have some. Yeah, I have a few other ones that you and I have some shows for. That I'll talk to you about. Anyway, yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, in that case, peace.
Peace. All right. So, right on.